Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Could Be Worse. My name is Tyler. This is Dom.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing out there, brother?
Dude, I've had the longest fucking week. It has been hell on earth. I just had like nothing to do, so I've just been like pacing around my apartment trying to think of cool shit to write about.
Yeah, locked in your cage.
Pretty much.
Just thinking.
I got bad news. I got my Valium prescription ran out, and I went to go get more from my psychiatrist, who I think I've ripped on her on here before.
Yeah.
Talking about how she's just a total,
She's a drug dealer.
yeah, basically just a drug dealer. And apparently the licensing board agreed with my take because I texted her. I was like, hey, guy, set up an appointment, whatever. Which if you text your psychiatrist, that should be a red flag right there.
Wait, you guys have a texting relationship?
I just text her. I'd be like, yo, like I need the re-up. No.
Yeah. Yo, you good?
You good, RN, question mark? Yeah. So I texted her and I was like, hey, I need an appointment. Like my prescription's running out. And she's like, ooh. So I got some bad news.
Yo.
She's like, I forget how she framed it. She's like, I got in a dispute with the licensing board and was like, it didn't win and did not come out on top.
Yeah, she got fucking pulled up on by the ops is what happened.
Yeah, the DEA had some questions for her, which, I get it. Like I said, I used to go in there and be like, hey, I need a refill. She's like, Adderall or up or down or Adderall or Valium.
She has one crushed up on the desk in front of you,
Yeah.
like a real drug dealer does. She lets you test the merchandise. Yeah.
So she was like, yeah, I can't, like I lost my license, like I'm no longer practicing or whatever. So she got the boot,
bruh.
Which she should have. She deserved. I agree with the licensing board. If I had been called to testify under oath, I would have had to be like, yeah, I mean, she ain't great. But there's so many bad psychiatrists out there. There's so many quacks. Do you have to go after the one that writes my prescriptions? It's a little inconvenient.
Yeah, now you have to go through the trouble of finding a whole new plug,
You got to go to like all, and there's like a spectrum. There's like two types of psychiatrists. There's ones that are way too good, and there's one who are like, no, you don't need Valium. You're like, oh, well, kind of.
Right.
And there are ones that are like dog shit and will just be like, well, the Valium's fun, but I have something like super Valium, way stronger. You want to try? It's like, okay, calm down.
Which one's worse? Definitely the first one, because the first one might actually make you face your problems, might actually fix something.
Well, no, they don't. They're still like, even the best psychiatrist is still kind of a drug dealer. They'll just use SSRIs instead of the fun ones. You want the fun ones. If your brain's gonna be broken, you might as well have some fun with it. But you don't want to have too much fun because you'll go in there and they'll be like, how about you ever tried Adderall and Vicodin at the same time? You're like, how does that help with anxiety? And they're like, well, I mean, it's hard to feel anxious when you're on the combo.
Yeah, I'm never anxious when I drink a full bottle of tequila.
They're like, it says don't mix with alcohol on the outside of the bottle. Just ignore that warning. That's we just put that there to cover our ass.
Yeah. Well, they could have given you one of those nice 1920s concoctions. That would have been nice.
Yeah, but it's like, now I got to go. I got a few appointments set up, a few consultations. I'm interviewing the position on my my roster. I have to have a roster of people to take care of my brain at any given time. So I'm auditioning to fill the now vacant spot.
The process of finding a new plug is always stressful. Very stressful.
Yeah. This is not the first time I've had, because I moved. I left Pennsylvania, where I went to college. I had to find a new one again. And for a while, I couldn't find somebody. So I went like, I'll just go back to the old guy in Pennsylvania. I was like, I'll see if maybe he has a recommendation at least. And I was trying to get in contact with him, and I couldn't get in contact. It was weird. Like, I couldn't email him. It just, the email was going to like a dead address. And I was like, did he retire? Did he quit? He also lost his license.
Bro,
I'm bad luck. As a client, I'm very bad luck. But he was brilliant. Man saved my life. He did a great job with the psychiatry element of things. Where he went a little bit off the rails is he maybe allegedly tried to get a little rapey, perhaps, with one of his patients.
He was one of those Freudian kind of guys.
He did allegedly. Now this is all alleged, but he did allegedly invite one of his patients over to a hotel room, and there were a lack of clothing involved, I believe. So that you can't do that as a psychiatrist. That's not part of the treatment regimen.
Well, did he ever try? Did you ever get that vibe from him when you were there?
So here's the thing: is he was a man. He was a man doctor.
Any appointments you don't remember by any chance?
No, he was a male doctor, and the person he was accused of, I guess, molesting or trying to molest or whatever, was a man. As well.
Oh, okay. So you were in danger then.
So here's the thing: when you would go to him, and again, I want to reiterate, this man was brilliant. This is the only psychiatrist I can ever truly say was good at their job that I've seen. He walked me through every single option of there's the SSRIs, the SNRIs, the benzos, the everything, and he gave the pros and cons, a very unbiased, and really helped me figure out what the fuck was going on with my brain. And he did the talk therapy thing too, and was again a brilliant psychiatrist, saved my life 100%.
Yeah.
And at the end of every appointment, he would, as you're walking out, would give you a hug. And it was a really it was a tight hug. He would give you a very tight squeeze and would say something nice, I won't abandon you, or I'm glad we made progress today. Would give some kind of kind remark and give you a hug. And he was Indian or Middle Eastern. He wasn't a cracker like me. And I figured he had an accent and everything, so I figured it was a cultural thing.
Sure.
The Eastern culture. I'm Irish Catholic, so any kind of handshakes are too intimate for my people.
Well, no, I think Eastern cultures are very men are very huggy, and they kiss on the cheek and shit like that.
Right. They tongue kiss their family at Thanksgiving. I get it. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
They slip a finger in your ass when they're hugging you. It's a cultural thing.
Well, I'm just waiting for the tide to turn here.
To be honest, all jokes aside, I really didn't think much of it. Actually, I thought it was kind of nice. Oh, he's physically affectionate, not my thing. But I could see if somebody was really going through a tough time and that was your, I don't know, the way you're an intimate person, someone gave you a hug, you'll probably feel good, make you feel less alone or whatever.
Right.
I figured it was just a full service, psychiatry experience.
Yeah, that was the bow on the, that was the cherry on top. It's just a little hug.
Turns out the experience was a little bit more full service than I realized. Of this, somebody came forward months after I'd graduated, and I just looked him up. And when I Googled his name, the story came up, and he'd been accused of one of his clients luring him to a hotel somehow, presenting himself to this man fully nude when he answered the door. And the guy said in the article, it's quote, he's like, yeah, he used to give me hugs at the end of every session, but I didn't want to say anything because I thought it was a cultural thing. I didn't want to be racist. And I was like, dude, fuck.
Bro, you dodged a bullet, man.
So that was his move. That was his move, man. Was he'd hug you, and I guess if you squeezed hard enough back, then he was like, all right, you slip a hotel key in your pocket and be like, room 518, 2:30 a.m. I'll see you there.
Yeah, you thought when he whispered what that booty do in your ear when he'd give you hugs, you just thought that was part of it,
I thought that was how you said goodbye in Hindi. I don't know.
What that booty do is just it's Punjabi for have a good day.
I didn't want to be. None of us wanted to be racist, and so I almost got diddled.
See, folks, be racist. It'll save your ass sometimes.
I guess maybe that's the moral of the story. I don't know.
Is that the moral? Is that the moral?
I don't know. I've actually when I figured it out, I actually kind of thought about it. I was like, how do I feel about this?
Because he didn't try to do anything with you, so
no. Well, maybe it was because I did confide in him. I was like, listen, man, I've been so anxious lately. Every time I get in bed with a girl, I bust so quick. I guess maybe he was like, oh God, never mind.
Yeah, all risking his job for 4 seconds of you is probably not.
Yeah.
is not on his list of things.
How long exactly did you say? Oh, under a minute. Jeez, I'm not gonna risk my license for that. 48 seconds. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I need to know this kid's going the distance.
Yeah, the guy he did get, he's like, doctor, I don't know. It just my dick is too big and I fuck too well and it makes me anxious. He's like, really? Tell me more.
Yeah, doc, I got this problem. My asshole is too deep.
Oh.
It's too deep.
Well, allow me to offer you some private sessions at my hotel room later.
Yeah. Damn, but that is a jarring thing to Google.
Yeah.
You're trying, you're in a strife.
Yeah.
You're looking for someone to help you.
Right.
And you find out he's been, whatever the equivalent of being disbarred is for that.
He was trying to Weinstein people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was trying to get in you there, bud.
Yeah, he was pulling moves on me. And I've thought like long and hard, no pun intended, about how I feel about the whole experience.
Uh-huh.
And I think like I said, the dude saved my life. And if we were hugging and he was sniffing my hair and going home and jerking off to that thought,
uh-huh.
I don't know if I really have a problem with that. I mean, I have a problem with, the guy showing up to his hotel room, he's in the nude. That's a big no-no. And I think he should lose his license for behaving like that. But just if we're walling that off and just going with my experience, if I was spank bank material for him and, he was... Like I said, he got me the scripts I needed and he got my head screwed on straight. So,
I can't think of a higher form of flattery, man.
Listen, you got to separate the art from the artist. That's what I always say.
Yeah, he's the R. Kelly of psychiatrists,
Something like
Ignition
that.
Remix still slaps. You can't say otherwise.
It does, okay? Louis C.K. is really funny. Really, really funny.
And now would you be the man that we are all listening to before us if he hadn't done this? He hadn't helped you out?
This man could be responsible for the podcast. He could be instrumental in the creation of Could Be Worse. So maybe he should be in jail. Jesus,
who knows what could have happened to you if otherwise, man.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad. He didn't get in trouble with the law, right? That's not illegal. Just
no. He went to prison. Yeah.
Oh shit! You go to prison for that?
Yeah. Look, dude, it was at Penn State. We've already had the Sandusky. You get the zero tolerance policy. We can't let that fly anymore.
I forgot you're in Penn State. That's right.
Too much bad publicity. They're like, getting him out of there.
Yo, yeah. I forgot you guys had a bit of an issue over there with that.
Okay, we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna switch gears here a little bit.
Yeah, you go till you gotta cut something, man. That's how it goes.
We'll do a little bit of current events here. Did you see that Kanye West has apparently been going around spreading a rumor that Pete Davidson is gay and has AIDS?
Oh yeah, dude, that rocks, dude. I'm starting to like Kanye more and more, man. He was pissing me off with all that God and I am a God, then just plain God stuff. Now it's like I'm starting to like this.
Well, it's like, what do you can't. I mean, like the knee jerk in that situation. Some guy's fucking your ex-wife. You're like, he's got a small dick, right? That's the go-to. That's the plan A. But the thing is, like, you can't do that one with Pete. It's already out there. He's hung like a horse. So
no, I mean that's common knowledge.
I guess you're gay and have AIDS is the next logical step. I'm not as creative as Kanye. I'm not a creative genius like him. So I guess. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if Future executive produced that one too.
Yeah, I'm sure that is Future's got a different strategy. Kanye, man, the AIDS thing, bringing AIDS back. I haven't heard AIDS been talked about in a while.
Yeah, well, that adds the extra sting to it because like Pete Davidson's gay. First of all, saying somebody who's fucking your wife is gay is like. Just the little like middle schooler in me just loves that.
Yeah, and this is like the mother of your children.
Yeah.
So you're insinuating that she has AIDS now?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Fantastic move by Kanye.
Well, he's in album mode, and apparently he just like goes off all of his meds to like get creatively. I guess I don't know. I guess being insane is pretty close to being creative. There's a very like fine line. So he just apparently goes off all of his meds, goes like manic for 2 weeks, puts together an album, and then I guess goes back to therapy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. His process is definitely different than anyone else I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just letting his mental illness make bangers.
Yeah. That's not paying returns recently. His albums are not. And we could talk about this because I looked at the Spotify demographics, and it tells you what our listeners listen to, and apparently a lot of them listen to Kanye West. So this is not that off-brand as we think it is.
Well, anyone listening at this point has to have some sort of, mental strife. That's fair to say.
Oh, speaking of Spotify, what do you think of the
Neil Young?
like the Neil Young Joe Rogan? It makes me, I want to vomit. Just like, it's so stupid.
I mean, that's like one of the softest things I've ever fucking seen.
It's so dumb.
And like nobody gave a single shit.
Well, it's like everyone, like my dad listens to, first of all, like a lot of Neil Young's listeners are like boomers. Like my dad is a huge Neil Young guy.
Yeah.
And, Joe Rogan and my dad have a lot of common ground on political beliefs. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think it's like, it was like the diss. Plus my dad has all the CDs. He's like, if he figured out how to use Spotify, I'm sure he'd be angry about it. But
no, I mean, what a pussy move by Neil Young. I mean, I don't listen to any Neil Young, so I couldn't give a shit.
He does. My Certified Boomer Bangers playlist on Spotify took a real hit when they pulled his music.
Really?
I had two or three tracks that, were really foundational to that playlist.
Oh, I didn't, yeah, But just trying to leverage your fame over someone else's fame is just a soft-ass move.
Well, it's funny seeing too on Twitter. Everyone's like, there's like a bunch of rumors that other artists are following suit. The other day, a few days ago, people thought Barry Manilow was gonna pull his music, which was just funny to me. Like imagining, like some intern walking into the Spotify like CEO's office, like, sir, we've lost another artist. He's like, who is it? Sir, it's Barry Manilow. Barry fucking Manilow? Fuck. We are fucked. Do you understand? We are fucked, man.
God damn it.
That's the only reason people sign up for this goddamn service, for Barry Copacabana, Barry fucking Manilow. The fuck are we gonna do, man? Have Rogan killed. We're gonna send assassins to his compound in Texas. We're gonna have him killed. That's what we have to do. It's the only solution here that makes any sense.
Yeah, just obscure old artists that no longer make music anymore.
Yeah. 99% of our listeners is just soft rock and folk music, okay? I know it's strange, but it's the only thing. It's like, oh my God. Everyone's like, if it was like Drake, Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift.
Which it never will be.
No, because they don't give it. They don't like a podcast. Like,
yeah.
I'm a rapper. I don't care about the Joe Rogan experience.
I mean, it's wild. I mean, they're trying to like make him out as like the biggest media outlet that's left, which is kind of true. But like, it's not through his own fault. You can't just treat him like a media outlet just because he's big. It's fucking bullshit.
Well, the thing is, it's just that like it's legacy media like CNN, MSNBC, all that shit, like the cable news, because you're not gonna like, if you listen or watch or whatever, consume Joe Rogan's content, you can't also be consuming CNN, cable news, etc. Because like in the like digital age, like every piece of content, no matter what it is, if it's music, podcasts, a television show, it's all competing for your attention.
Right. And
so if you see like over the last 5-10 years, Joe Rogan's numbers have blown up. He does like 10 million an episode.
Yeah.
You look over the last 5-10 years, especially the last 2 or 3 years, in the wake of the Trump not being president anymore.
Yeah.
CNN, MSNBC, liberal, especially leaning news outlets, cable news outlets are just in the shitter. Their viewers are so down. And so they see Rogan as the guy who's pulling people aren't watching cable news because they're listening to Joe Rogan. They're watching his podcast on Spotify or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's where the attack comes from, is like, if we can get him deplatformed, then maybe some of those people will come back to us. So it's so transparent and self-serving. It has nothing to do with misinformation.
No.
CNN and all those places have been wrong just as many times, if not more, than Rogan has. The difference is Rogan will admit it. I get yet to see CNN be like, actually, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about sometimes.
Well, yeah, Rogan will say something and then say something completely counter to it in the 3-hour span of his episode. He doesn't think about what he's saying. It doesn't matter. He releases it. It's for entertainment purposes.
Also, for what it's worth, like if, everybody, no matter what, if you're news, your podcast or whatever, you get shit wrong. It happens. We're humans. We're imperfect.
Yeah.
You're going to say something, if you're broadcasting as much as any of these people, you're going to say something incorrect eventually.
Right. Well, he's saying things that are not prepared that are wrong, whereas CNN says shit that's very prepared and still wrong.
Right. Like if you're looking at who should be held to a higher standard, it's like, well, you're a journalist, you went to J school, you're supposed to have credibility, and frankly, you don't. Rogan's like doing drugs and drinking like on camera half the time. He's smoking, joints the size of my fucking arm and pounding whiskey. It's like, you're getting drunk he's getting drunk with Alex Jones. It's like, if you think that's news, you should be in an insane asylum. And he would agree with me, I think. Like, it's not supposed to be news. It's supposed to be entertainment. CNN is supposed to be news. And it's like,
right. That shouldn't be your competition.
And their claims just about him and like the whole COVID thing, without getting into details, were like verifiably untrue, to the point where Sanjay Gupta went on his show and was like, yeah, we were out of pocket on that one.
That's one of their soldiers, man. And he went out there and even admitted it, dude.
Yeah. But what else we got in the news? Ukraine.
We can fuck. Let's talk about that when shit develops.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny is like Biden, like Miley or whatever, that like general that looks like the bad guy from the Avatar movies.
Yeah.
He came out and he was like, he's like, yo, if you fuck with Ukraine, we will fuck you. Like, Ukraine will fuck you up. They're gonna fuck you up. And was like talking shit on Ukraine's behalf. And the Ukrainian president came out and was like, dude, chill the fuck out.
Chill.
They will
dude.
body us, okay?
Yeah, he's doing the like hold me back from like across.
Yeah,
like,
well, like America, we're just like talking shit on their behalf. It's like, yeah, NATO is like Croatia will fuck you up, okay? All the Balkans, whatever the fuck those are, they'll get you.
All our boys, Israel.
Our boys will roll on you. and our boys are like, no, we won't.
Dude, shut the fuck up. What boys do we have left, bro?
Yeah.
Is Saudi Arabia still our boy?
Oh, yeah. They're big.
I guess
we turn a blind eye on a lot of things because allegedly, please don't drone strike me.
Allegedly, they had a little involvement in a certain something.
Yeah. Talking about, remember that thing I said? This is random. Remember that like quote I sent you from that like Trump tell-all book?
Which one?
Here, I'll pull it up. It was like Reince Priebus or whatever. He was the White House chief of staff. Everyone in Trump's administration is just like squealing to try to make money now after the fact.
Yeah.
They just capitalize. Again, good for them. I do the same thing. Get your money,
I mean, the whole thing's a charade, obviously, dude.
But the last like tell-all book was the one where they were talking about how Trump was like gaslighting everybody into thinking they gave him COVID. They're like always gems. Whenever one of these like tell-all books comes out, they're always fucking gems.
Yeah.
And this one's no different. So I'll read the quote here, the excerpt.
Yeah.
It says, when Reince Priebus was the White House chief of staff, President Donald Trump often subjected him to questions about badgers, the state animal of Priebus' home state of Wisconsin, a new book says. He would ask Priebus if badgers are, quote, mean to people and how they, quote, work and what they eat. Trump would raise these questions while Priebus was trying to brief him on domestic and foreign policy. At one point, Trump reportedly asked whether badgers have a, quote, personality or if they are boring. And he wondered if Priebus could show him pictures of badgers.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, bro.
I love the idea of like during policy briefings, they're like, sir, Iran, they're mobilizing their troops. They're scrambled boats in the Strait of Hormuz. We think they're about to attack. And Trump's like, are they herbivores? Are they carnivores? Is it a bit of both? Show me a picture. Get Google images up, please.
Hey Priebus, you fucking badger. Did they make good pets, Priebus? I imagine he just called him Priebus the whole time.
Yeah, but it's like everything is on fire. Like they're like, the missiles are coming, and he's just like, I wonder, can we have one that's like a pet? Can I make a law? Is it legal, or can I change the law if it's not? Like, I'm the fucking president, right? Like I could just do this shit. Can we make this happen?
Can we make badgers the official animal of the United States? It's like, sir, Baghdad is completely in ruins.
Yeah.
There are missiles coming at Washington, D.C. as we speak. It's like, Brabus, hey, Brabus.
I like that just all of his like decisions were just like decisions you'd make like hammered out of your mind like 3 a.m. with some stranger you just met at the bar. Like, dude, okay, so we're gonna get a fucking badger and I'll keep it during the week and you get weekends, and every other month we'll switch. I'll get a job, we'll pay for the food, we can train it to do tricks, and when it's good enough, we'll start making videos. Maybe people will like them. Maybe people will like the videos, and then we take it on tour. We do a stadium tour, and we do badger tricks, and we'll be millionaires, dude. Can I get a bump of that? Cool. We'll be millionaires, dude. We'll be millionaires.
Yeah. Cut another line. Cut another line for me. Thanks.
And you know what we do it to Mike? Here's a fucking sick part. What's your name? Steve. Here's the sick part, Steve. You know what we do it to Mike? More fucking badgers.
We start importing badgers.
Yeah, it's a whole badger economy. But that was like the leader of the free world was operating on that wavelength for 4 years, and we're still here. And the country is, I mean, granted things aren't great, but we're still hanging in there. So I don't know. Maybe we're more resilient than we think.
Nah, dude, we could just elect anyone. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to really matter.
Well, that's good because it seems to be what we're doing is just anyone. So I'm glad we're insulated there.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The year is 2028. The green M&M is currently the Republican candidate for president.
Yeah.
Her tits are bigger than ever.
The green M&M and Pete Davidson's dick are, as a running mate.
Yeah, that's the ticket for 2028.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, why not?
Yeah,
why not?
What is the fixation with? Did you see at least 3 or 4 times this week? There was like cartoon mascots trending. They were taking away the green M&M, and people were freaking out because apparently everyone jerks off to like M&M deviant art.
Yeah.
And then they said they're putting Minnie Mouse in like a pantsuit, and people were like, "This is fucking communism!" Like freaking out.
Oh wait, I saw the pantsuit shit.
Yeah, they dressed Minnie Mouse up like Hillary Clinton. Everyone had a fucking aneurysm.
They live in like a house made of plastic. What the fuck does she need a suit for? And what is Mickey Mouse wearing suspenders and no shirt?
Yeah. Why was Mickey Mouse on the Lolita Express? Okay, why was he on the manifest 6 different times? And what did Minnie Mouse know about Benghazi? Okay, Americans died there. Did we all forget about that?
Where are all of Mickey's emails?
Yeah,
deleted emails.
Yeah. What is Minnie? Why was Minnie using a private email server? What were on those emails? Why were they deleted? I'm just asking questions, folks.
Oh shit! They found the flight logs.
Yeah. What does Mickey Mouse know about the Metropolitan Detention Center in Manhattan, New York? Questions. Just questions.
Why is Mickey Mouse on Hunter Biden's laptop? What's up with that?
All right, folks. I think that's gonna do it for this week. Dom, anything you want to add?
Nope. Let's wrap her.
All right. Follow us on Twitter at the CBW Pod. Visit us online, thecouldbeworspod.com. If you're watching on YouTube, throw the video a like, subscribe, share it around with your friends. And other than that, we will see you next week.
Stay sexy.